Now we're going to quickly talk about looking at veins as part of your search pattern. Again, for a non-contrast CT scan of the chest, the amount of time and our ability to evaluate the venous structures is limited, but I think it is worth taking some time to talk about how you can see some of the veins and just building it into things that you keep an eye out for, because sometimes you can see important pathology even on a non-contrast study. So what you can do is maybe start near the right, kind of the right atrium here, and we'll just find the right atrium right here, and then we can find the SVC, which is right here. And you can trace some of the large venous vessels that plug into the SVC. And as you come up, you can see things like the jugular veins, which are right here. This is the carotid, this is the jugular. So you can actually follow, and then here's the left jugular. Again, it can be kind of hard to trace, but you can see those jugular veins kind of coming back into the great venous vessels and plugging into the SVC. So that can be helpful to just appreciate, again, the extent and how much you trace these vessels may depend on the context. Oftentimes it's not really a focal point, but just to appreciate that you can look at the veins. And then similarly, if you go down into the abdomen, you can see the IVC. You may be able to see, some of the hepatic veins coming in with some, with some of the natural contrast between the hepatic veins and the liver parenchyma. And then similarly, if you go down, we really don't go low enough, but this is still IVC here. You may see things like renal veins. You may see portal vein. So it's just useful to realize kind of where the pathology is, even on a non-contrast study, and be aware that you can get some evaluation of the venous structures. And this can be, either a small or very small part of your search pattern as you're scanning through CT scan of the chest. Because in some cases it may be useful to be aware of kind of where the veins are on non-contrast study, and you may be able to see some obvious pathology that you may be the only person to catch on a non-contrast study.